Okay, so today is the 13th of March, 2026. This is what we're dealing with today. We had this drop, didn't really do anything to the markets, I was watching. And then at 2 p.m, we've got the Jolts job openings. So, for half an hour, I doubt we'll get into anything. But yeah. So, let's have a look at what we got today. I'm looking for 12. So here, 7, here, and then our open is here. Okay, so we have the London low, Asia and high and low have been taken, which means that Asia was being accumulated. So basically we got an Asia accumulation here, manipulated lower in the London session and started distributing higher. Right, you can see that, that's just the start of the distribution. Whatever. We might remanipulate the high of this, but it's whatever. We have the previous daily high all the way up here. Previous daily low has been swept already. I'm sure the London high has been taken out because it just continued higher. At some point the macro would have ended, so the London main session would have ended. We would have just chopped up and gone past the high. Is there anything else? We're delivering out this 4 hour. By the way, the wick doesn't, it has to close below for me to say that this is inverse. So this candle would have had to go all the way down here and stay down here pretty much for me to go, right, that's not happening. But we are currently delivering higher. Okay. Holy, yeah, this is a really nice fucking, just straight shot back up into the fucking moon. Really clean. Section here. 12, 7. Okay. Yeah, it's just a London low down here. And then the previous daily high up here. Okay, so we're not delivering out the same imbalance in the US. We are just on the Nasdaq. We went inverse on this gap. We're gonna have to wait and see for this one. Fuck, it's not a super obvious day. I would have loved to just, catch an A+ fucking continuation out of this. But it looks like a lot of the internal range liquidity has already been filled. I mean, the only thing I can see is this 15-minute that might get retested, but, or, we could have an internal sweep. Like, this could get taken out. See, let's tap the gap. We could come all the way back down into this range where we have a lot of shit. But we do have news at 2 p.m. So we'll see how that plays out. But we do have our range. EQ is about here, this gap. These are seriously discounted gaps. Do we have any hourly gaps on this leg? Yeah, we do. We have an hourly gap here. Hour gap. Oh, lots of buy side imbalance. Okay. And technically, I don't really look at this much, but you can call that a change of character. But I wouldn't give a shit about that. Don't worry about that. Like, that's just a bunch of crud, really and truly, in my eyes. It's not about break of structure or change of character and all that crud, bro. It's like, it's just internal to external range liquidity. When you're bearish, you move in and then you go and create a new low. Right. This is what I missed yesterday, by the way. This A+ short, because I was in work for delivery. Yeah. Went over, but so no. there'll be plenty of days where I can catch those shorts again, and longs, and these longs, and I'm not really, I don't know, I don't really get bummed out when I miss a trade or I lose a trade, or I don't really get happy anymore. The only thing that makes me excited is when we get A+ setups, really and truly, because you really don't see A+ setups that often, and when you're finally rewarded for your patience, you know, you haven't done anything just to wait for this, you know, perfect opportunity to present itself. It's like the dopamine starts flying in, and it doesn't even matter whether the setup wins or loses. You're still happy that you've seen the setup. I've had a couple of situations where I'm happy taking a loss because it's just like, bro, this setup is almost like, why the fuck wouldn't I take it? It's like such a Gara setup, you know. And the EMA, I don't look at this too closely. It just helps me confirm whether, you know, we're bullish or we're bearish, or we're gonna stay bearish or whatever. Right, so once I picked a draw in liquidity, right, say it's these highs up here, and we get a retrace into the 50% of the range equilibrium, and then we inverse a gap. If we inverse a 5 minute, for example, and it stays strongly above the EMA, then I know I've confirmed my bias correctly. That kind of shit. But other than that, there's not really much to it. I just accidentally muted my mic like a fool. I was saying, if you have a really strong bullish bias today, this would be your entry for the long. Because we tap into this hourly imbalance here, and we're rejecting strong 3 candle V shape, bunch of good confluence to the upside. We accumulate, manipulate, but I think we're gonna draw lower. So this would be like the first idea kind of thing. It's still too early for me to take an entry with confidence because the market open's always really volatile. But this wouldn't be a bad trade to take, per se. Oh, look, the US is already moving up to that high. The US is moving with more speed today, or the S&P. There's a bullish SMT within here. I don't look too much at the bullish SMTs. In my experience, they don't really play out unless, you know, where they rarely play out kind of thing. Yeah. US must be taking this high out now. Not quite. The US should have just taken that high out. Almost. So if you took this trade, well done. The confluence for this trade was we wick all the way down here, we tap this 1 hour, and then we inverse on the 1 minute. You have to have a really strong conviction in today's bullish bias, which is why I didn't want to take it. I'm really not confident at all looking at the 5 minute, but this would have netted you something good. You know, you could have caught something like a 2 or a 3 risk to reward if you had your stops below the gap, but I like to place my stops below the displacement, so you know, something like a 1.8 to 2 on this. Yeah, you could have caught this a 2 easily, especially where my stops would have been. You could have caught a 2 there. I'm kind of waiting for just some kind of retrace on the 5 minute, to be honest. You have to be careful, but it does look like we're just going to shoot through this, so I'm just going higher. To me, I'm bullish because we're delivering out the 1 hour and the 4 hour now. I basically just want to see some kind of 5 minute up into those highs up there on the left here. These relative equal highs. Okay, they work up, but are relatively equal. So, and it is a Friday, so we're all gonna like. Oh, we'd already retraced half of the week's price action. Well, we'll see if we get anything good. Any 5 minute entry or something like that. But if you took that 1 minute, well done. Pretty nice trade. You would have been done already.
$22.99.
Alright, looks like we're gonna have this 5 minute and hopefully we retest and we don't just shoot up right after forming it. Weather method for trading. If it's a rainy morning or if it's a rainy market open, then you short it. If it's sunny, you long it. Bang. Sunny day, you just long right here off the rip. Boom. Make $5 million right there. Easy shit, bro. Easy shit. Okay, we do come into the gap. We come into the gap. Oh, clean price action into this 5 minute. First I'll watch the 1 minute. If we don't go up and invest in the 1 minute, then I'll look at the 2 or the 3. And then if we don't do that, then I'll look at the 5. If we get a gap on the 5, happy days. Si te piensas metida de una. Mi diabla mía, mi loquita. Mi diabla mía, mi loquita. No, no te puedo olvidar. No, no te puedo borrar. Tú me enseñaste a querer. Me enseñaste a bailar. Pero como tú ninguna. No tengo me paso en la luna. Si te piensas metida de una. Si te piensas metida de una. That's not very good. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, she's fine. Oh, I know and she'll be mine. She offers like breads rewind. I see that at one more time and I got this sold up. Remy boys, they know us. Alright, maybe I'm sober. No can control us. Yeah, right. I kind of want to see this come up higher, but obviously I won't enter if we don't inverse the gap. There we go. We're in for longs there. I'm really happy with this trade. Don't care what happens. Is there any 1 minute gap on this leg that we can look at for reducing risk, maybe? Ding, 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 ding. I want to see this rocket out of this 30-second. I want to see like clean displacement now. I don't really want to see us come back down. Do form a 1 minute so we can reduce our risk. So if we go inverse on this 1 minute, I'll come out early kind of thing. Wait for something a little better. I like to take stabs at the market. If you please. Do 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 do. US doing? The US is moving lower. Hit that 1 minute. Whoa, cuz. Whoa, cuz. I'm just going to take that to the jaw. Oh, news is coming out, isn't it? Don't really like that too much. I'm just going to chop it off there. Wait for something a little better. We've got this 15-minute forming in a second. And the news is coming out. I kind of want to wait for the news. Did not like, that was not nice. Not what you want to see. Yeah. I would rather wait a little bit just to see what happens. Now it looks like we're starting to chop a little bit. So on there, we just took a $66 loss on this 2 minute. You know, fake out and all of that shit. Fair enough. Happy with that trade, but I think we can find something a little bit better now. See, I like it because we're starting to accumulate as we form this 15-minute, and we'll come down into the 15-minute accumulating, but we have to be careful. The Jolt's job opening's literally in 2 minutes. Right, we're still in this 5 minute. That looked like a decent opportunity to me. I mean, I would take that. But obviously we went inverse on this gap, so I have to come out. Still like the look of longs. We do have this 15-minute here, where I think maybe we'll get an actual reaction out of. I think that short came in because of the. I think that huge short just came in because of the news. So that was my fault. taking my entry close to news. But I still think we have ample opportunity. I don't think this market is exhausted quite yet. And if there isn't, then, well, GG's. Took a 0.6% loss or whatever. Who cares? Lol. I'm happy with that trade. I mean, continuous bullish confluence got flying up, you know? Is there anything that I should be aware of? Yeah, it could be that we're tapping this 4 hour now. We might want to displace lower. Okay, the 4 hour just closed. And we open high. I want to be careful here, specifically. We might fly up without tapping this gap. We still got this 5 minute tap, re-sweeping it. There's a 2 minute again. Don't know if I want to take that considering what I've just seen. Jolt's job opening is positive, so good for currency. Kind of want to look at shorts now, maybe. But only if we go inverse on that 15. Alright, if we're gonna flip order flow, I want to see that 50. Yeah, like it was good gap to take, I think. I think on the 1 hour maybe. Yeah, there is a 1 hour gap right here, which I would expect price to maybe want to displace out of. In fact, that looks exactly about what we're doing, but we've got to be patient and see. Alright, we have tapped this 15 minute. But we are holding that 2 minute. Bit of a toughie, but because we're coming below the EMA on the 1 and 2 minute. I'm quite a 3 or the 5. It might be shorts now. Might actually just be shorts now. Because we tap into this 1 hour. We hold the gap. And now it looks like the lower time frames are retracing. It really well could be a short now. I wouldn't even hold it against it. There's that 1 minute unmitigated 1 hour still. Maybe we'll go back down there. just waiting. I would want to confirm this gap. Wait for this 15-minute. Don't want to get into anything too crazy because we have taken a loss there already. I mean, it doesn't really fucking matter to me that we've taken a loss. Not that deep. I was happy with the trade. This looked really nice. Delivery was clean. And now it's starting to chop. So slowly but surely we are going to starting to push through this 1 minute out of the 15. Could be good. I think we are going to flip. Maybe. I'm just waiting to see what happens with this gap. I think we're going to come lower, and I think there's going to be some valid shorts in here. Alright, once that's confirmed, I might look for the retest of this inversion, or this BPR, if it creates one. What the fuck? I do think this will become some kind of shorts though. Because the 4 hour and the 1 hour are bearish. So I would be just following the higher time frame narrative. I really like the look of this. What the fuck? That scared the shit out of me. What the fuck? I mean, honestly, I'm just done. I can't be asked to look at this any longer. Alright, GG's.